All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I want to come on here and talk to you just for a few minutes before I start doing some news creation about generic brand people. Generic brand people. You might wonder, what is that about? You know how people will come in your life and they present themselves one way, and then later on you find out that they are a whole different way from what you thought? Because what they were presenting to you was not their real selves. That is not who they are. So they sell you a bag of goods and it's no substance to it. Generic brand people, you got to watch out for that because they are not real. And at the end of the day, they will hurt and destroy you. They are not who you think that they are. And the only way that you're going to find out is something will have to happen in order for them to reveal themselves. And they don't do it on purpose. See, because when the real them begins to leak out in front of you, that's at that point where they feel like you have so much trust in them that you will believe anything that they say and trust anything that they do. Generic brand people are dangerous. They dangerous for you and they dangerous for me. And one thing you do not want to be is a generic brand individual. Because once people find you out for who you are, they don't want your company. They don't want you around them. They don't have nothing to say to you. They don't want nothing to do with you because you sold them a bag of goods that had no substance to them. See, this is some of what we have going on right now in the world, is that we are trusting people to, let me go over to the political side just a little bit for one moment to make a point. On yesterday, they had a lady who won as a Democrat in North Carolina. I'm going to talk about that in one of my news creations today. Now, she won as a Democrat. She had thousands, I remember them saying about 15,000 or more over than what she needed in order to win. But once she won, on last night, yesterday evening, she stood up and said she was switching parties. She had already notified them, but she actually made that move on yesterday. See, that's a generic brand. She sold her constituents a generic brand of herself. She made them feel like and believe that she was really down with what their beliefs were as far as how they focused politics. And she went in and used these people basically because that's what, listen to me closely, that's what generic brand people do. They do not show themselves. They got a lot of tricks for you. And if you're not ready for it, you will fall for it. But they can present themselves so well. And that is why we all have to be careful. I don't care who we are. I don't care how smart you think you are, intelligent, and all these other things that you really have going for yourself. But when people are trying to sell you just a bag of goods, they will tell you anything. They will say anything. They will do anything to win you over. But all they're doing is selling you a generic brand of them. Now, I'm not saying everybody is like that. What I'm saying is that there are people out there like that. And that's why we have to pray and ask God, when people come in our lives, to reveal to us the real person, who they really are. And if they're really meant to be in your life, Lord, you show me. You show me so that I don't get caught up in something that could hurt me later on. That could make me not want to trust anybody. Because everybody is not like that. But what I'm saying, there are those people who are out there. They just generic brand. They are not who they say that they are. They are not proud of the person that they are. So they make up something to sway you their way. And that is real life. And sometimes we don't want to connect with real talk. We want this stuff that makes us shake and move and do whatever we do. You say, oh, she's boring or he's boring. But you know what? Whatever message that God gives a person, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Because I do stand on that. What's for me is for me. And what's for you is for you. So you don't have to get upset when people don't see that you are. And I told a friend of mine this who has her own podcast. The fact that you are who you are. And I said it to her and I'm going to say it to you. You need to be whatever you do, whatever your life goes on. You need to be original. You need to be authentic. And you need to be bold. Original, authentic, and bold. I heard Aretha Franklin say that, but I also heard Joe Madison, who I listen to a lot on Sirius XM 126 Urban View. He says that all the time. You have got to be original, authentic, and bold. That's for yourself. They don't have nothing to do with anybody else. And it will help you to be who you are, stand on who you are, believe in who you are, trust in who you are, and you will not find yourself trying to be and sell other people a generic brand of you. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Because you hurt a lot of people when you do that. When you sell people a generic brand of you, you hurt a lot of people. That's like going into a marriage or any kind of relationship. And you're not showing that person, that authentic, that original, that bold person that you are. Because you start seeing things that you feel like that other person may not accept. Even in friendships, people do that. Just be who you are. And do not sell people this generic brand. Because Del Monte, they put their name on their stuff. Because they're proud of it. Any product that you see out there in the store, eggs, Eggland's Best, those eggs, they put their name on it. They not no name. And no name is a generic name. You know why? Because they are proud of it. I'm Electra, and I'm proud of it. And you are who you are, and you need to be proud of it. You put your name on who you are. Stand on who you are. Because if you are not proud of yourself, how do you expect that somebody else is going to be proud of you when you're not proud of yourself? When you don't speak positive things over yourself? When you don't clap for yourself? I don't care who's not clapping for you. Clap for yourself. Pat yourself on the back sometime. You deserve it. When I come on and I do words of inspiration and encouragement, let me tell you, this is just words that God lays on my heart. Or I may have experienced something throughout the day, when I'm working. And I will sit at that desk or I'm in my office and I'm working on something, and God lays things on my mind. Because I work with in education and with people from all backgrounds, age groups, socioeconomic groups. So it's no joke what I do. And those that come in for services, guess what? I'm not going to give them a bag of goods. That's nothing, just a bag of junk. I'm going to tell them this is what's happening in this aspect of your financial aid. I'm not going to mislead somebody, but we all need to be like that. Every last one of us. Stop selling people a bag of goods. Stop just being generic. Be bold. Be authentic. And be original. And you don't have to take yourself in a direction of life which you may end up, before it's all over with, regretting. Trying to be somebody that you are not. And at the end of the day, if people are going to accept you for who you are, they'll accept you for who you are. And those that won't, let them go on. You're too large of a person for that. You have too many hopes and dreams for that. And you're larger than just being a generic brand. Keep that in mind when you're sitting down and as you go through life and you're loving on yourself and you're patting yourself on the back and you're clapping for yourself. Don't wait for everybody else to do that for you. Do it for yourself. There are people who have much larger platforms than me, but I'm good with that because I'm just who I am. And I clap for them. I listen to other people. I view other people's news creations. And you know what? Here's the thing. There are people that I enjoy, and there are people who enjoy me, but there's also people who don't. But it's nothing wrong with that. Because everybody is trying to make an impact however they can on the lives of others in a positive way. That's it. We're all doing our best to make some sort of impact on the lives of others through our platforms, whether they're large or small. I trust God for it all. You know why? Because He gave me this vision, and I respect it. That's it. That settles it. Whatever vision God gives you, that's it. That settles it. Keep walking. Keep being who you are. Keep trusting God. And be original. Be bold and authentic. And y'all have a wonderful day, because you do not have time to represent yourself as a generic brand. All right? Be proud of who you are. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.